Hello, 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 welcome. It's just me today. Swifty has been feeling unwell since yesterday. I think she's got like a sore throat, and so the idea of talking for the next 2 hours is a little bit like I hope those of you that came along, hi Sonic. I hope those of you that came along to the weekend stream enjoyed us playing some classic Sonics. Yeah, it's a Doig stream. What? Thank you very much for the subscription, Metalhead Scott 1996. Thank you. Yeah, I saw an Eggo sandwich there. Doig Swift is not Doig Sonic. Yeah, Doig Sonic. He's here. Here's Sonic. Here's Sonic. He's here. He's the boy. India wanted a version of him. Oh, looking a bit tipsy there, Sonic. You alright? Okay, cool. I really like the way that his material and lighting works in this environment. Well, don't you think it's pretty cool? I think it's pretty rad. You're knocking him over. He's asserting dominance. Yeah, he's like, no way. That's no good. You guys are just bombing the shit out of this room. Today I'm going to be working on the trailer, like it says in the title. I'm going to be doing that. Whoa! Are we there yet? Thank you. 10 months, that's awesome. And a 10-month streak. Unbroken. By no distractions. What does this look like for me? It looks like the same as what it looks like for you. What's my... It's the same as what you see. I see everything you see. It's not VR. It's not VR. I'm not. My point of view is not where the head of the bear is. Don't worry about it. So when I go spinning, it's not like puke-inducing, thankfully. Although I could make it that way. I think Swift's over here somewhere. Yeah. I might make it so that if Swift's asleep, the camera stops following her. I think that would be a good call. I think that'd be a good call. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I got no banter partner, so I'm just gonna get into it. If I open up, I'm gonna open up some software behind the scenes first. Photoshop and Blender both open at the same. No patter stream. Pub sub is errored. Oh dear. Reconnect. Oh, I can push a button. I learned a thing from foot. Oh no, I forgot their name. I learned how to change your Twitter name with a Stream Deck button. So we're live now. Yeah, I'll show you in a sec. I'll show you in a second. Notifications, profile. That's it. That's how I want. Cool. Og. Fixed. Weird. Okay, let me fix that. What is this? Weird. Okay, let's just remove this. Yes. And guess do this. There we go. Martina's giving me good advice of like, hey, fix your shit. All right. If we head over here, and then make sure that, yeah. All right, head over here. Okay, we need to fix this one now. This is what happens when you do stuff at the weekend and everything's broken again. There we go. Okay, that's that fixed. Lock it. Cool. And then think. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is our Twitter. Yeah. Now I can push a button. It says, oh, we're live. And then if I refresh the page, oh, it's got a little red thing saying live on Twitch. Whoa, so live, mind blown. I think it's Fulfillment the tutorial. If I have one thing I could say about performance tutorials, it's that they sometimes skip the good stuff, because it was like, oh cool, we could put a little cool red circle live thing there, and then it was like, it didn't show you specifically how to do that, and so I was like, well, I could figure that out, but it would be good if the tutorial about doing that had it in the tutorial. Basically, I just went onto Twitter and started to write a tweet, added the red circle and the live on, and copy and pasted that, and copy pasted that into the Stream Deck text. But that was missing. You can't find the one I'm making a Twitch chat window inside of Unity. Oh, that would be dope. I want to know how to make one that includes the emotes, because if that covers including the emotes, that we're golden. Swift is asleep. Well, she's through watching Markiplier because her throat's sore, so she's effectively asleep. All right. Yeah, cool. Follow our Twitter if you haven't already. No one can stop me from the shill. We're almost at 8,000. Shill success. We're Doig Swift on Twitter and probably everywhere else. Let's get powerful. And then next up, these are textures I was painting. And if I group them to textures, this is the background I'm gonna be using as well. Now, this background is based on the storyboard that Swifty did, but I was thinking maybe we could use a cool old thing called projection mapping. Now I need to decide whether I want to okay, I'll show you. Projection mapping is when you project a texture onto How much progress has been done for the trailer in terms of percentages? I would say probably about 70-75%. We've got two big shots left to do. And then a third one has the background done and some effects for it. But need to check in on that one. Yeah, so projection mapping like this. So you see I projected the texture onto this, and it's a little bit squapped. Because you can see like a lot of it is just bad and weird. So if we scale this down, I'm trying to work out whether it would be better to move the geometry so that it's more like the... Yeah, Ian Hubert does a great stuff with projection mapping. Yeah. I used to use projection mapping a lot when I was doing isometric games with 3D models as a base. I would basically just take the ISO camera and then just project a texture rather than trying to unwrap and texture a whole thing, because it's only going to be seen from one view. I did that for sprites for a long time ago. Yeah, so we could technically like project it as it is, or maybe like move things around. Like if I moved stuff like this around, Oh, another thing that would be cool is if I made the whole material not take any lighting. And a cool way to do that in Blender is if you add if you get the images planes thing turned on in your preferences, just look up images planes. What we can do is, I think this one would be fine. So the plate 1, the thing you're looking for is this thing on the right hand side that says shadeless. You click that on and then import image as planes, and then look for it wherever it's gone. Here. Okay, so this was just the license plate, I guess. That's all good. Cool. But what we're wanting from this, I don't know how to get any other way, is if you go into the shading tab, and what we're looking at here is the shader nodes for this particular object and its material. There's one here called IAP Shadeless, and if you copy this, and then you copy just Control C, copy the node. Then what we can do is, now that we're looking at this one, rather than being a principled, this green one is like the type of the material that it is. This principled BSDF. Delete it. Oh no, it's black. Well, paste your shadeless. Put the color in, put the shader in here. Boom. Ain't got no lighting on this now. Ain't got none of that lighting. So we can hand paint the lighting and we don't have to worry about when it renders it being like weirdly lit and we don't need to worry about it because we're trying to get that cartoony look. So now when I go into render view, you can see the difference between like this not having it on and this having it on. In the camera view, it looks just like how we paint it in Photoshop. Now you could use lighting and everything if you wanted to. You could write toon shaders, you could do all of that. But for our purposes, I want to just hand paint the lighting because it's not, the lighting itself isn't going to change and the lighting direction isn't going to change. Can the mods haunt each other? I haven't written them to be able to do so, but I could. Okay, so this will kind of help us see when we're pushing and pulling this stuff around. I don't know if it's going to work, or even if it should work, but we go in the camera view, and then select them all. I think if I hit A, I'll get, okay, I've got them all now. So you can see how like this is stretching over here, this is stretching over here, but if I move this, oh, looks a bit better. Still getting a bit of a weird stretch to the texture here. I think that's probably to do with like we actually want this to be and then locker. Like, honestly, it might just be easier instead of trying to base it. Instead of trying to base, instead of trying to base the 3D on what the 2D painting was, maybe I need to like just base the thinking. Like just build a 3D set that uses the 2D painting. I'm thinking. But yeah, in camera view, get something that looks closer to... Oh, you can see this. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. So I'm gonna try and figure this out. An alternative thing we could do is just do textures for it normally, but for this one, it's kind of like when you know a technique and you want to try a technique. Like there's two techniques here. I can either unwrap the floor and just texture as normal and then project it as flat and it'd be fine, or I can try this. So I want to figure out why the floor is being weird. Okay, I think to simplify this for ourselves, I'm gonna remove these two so that when I go in here and hit A, I'm only seeing the corridor, seeing where that needs to change. Maybe I need to like scale this down. It's not liking that at all. What's this? The boy and the bear. Very good. Very good. Oh, we're Larg. Oh, we're Larg. I see. Well, now we're not Larg. I'm gonna remove Larg. Larg's in the way. Okay, I think. I think one of my main issues is getting the perspective on this right, and I don't really need to. I can bring this back over here. I think that's screwing up a lot. So cool. Okay. If I do this, yeah, I think that. Okay. So if I do another UV and then do a projection from view and make sure that I'm in the camera view. Not scripting, UV editing. Oh, let me just move the microphone a little bit over. Okay. Projection from view. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit easier to understand.
Want a roof so high that I can't see my ceiling fans. Multiply my paper, cut that shit, I want my dividends. Some cloudy in my Audi, now I need a new Mercedes Benz. Me and you are not the same, I see life through a different lens. Fuck a tour, nobody asking for encore. We outside, good niggas stay out there, I stay indoors.
We're getting this weird like over here and then over here.
And keep your fucking guard up like the paintings in the Louvre. Louis V, where we be, while we topping the charts.
Is it an Angon thing?
Shrimp skimpy while y'all eating Pop-Tarts. Y'all never start, 2022, new chapter, new art. Y'all niggas spark, less as long as firecrackers and dark. Modern house, studio space in Atlanta, I'll be in. Fashion show out in Perry, in Jamaica jet skiing. Want the ice on my wrist like lasers glowing in Limon. Pull up in the B&W, same color as Limon.
Would be really interesting if this it is affecting it, isn't it? Weird. Okay. I would have thought the less geometry would be better, but it's like it doesn't like not knowing certain points. Interesting. Like that's so straighten stuff up. Weird. Okay, does that do that? If I do it here, it has a weird kind of thing. If I do another projection map, then move this up. Scale this down. No song is currently, but it told me the SMG would. It told me it was still running. It's already running, so. Just go. Still bumpy. Why is it bumpy? I need to think at the end. Maybe this is a known issue. Maybe I need to do something. Okay, so projection mapping bumpy texture. Blender. Oh. Okay. I found a cool thing. Weird. I don't know. Don't know if this is what I want, but there's like stuff to do with camera projection for the shader, so add search texture. Cool. Texture coordinate. this, and then add search cam. Is it camera data? Nope. Something else. Oh. Not what I wanted. Okay, not what I'm wanting. So this is me problem solving my issue. Because if I can explain it a little bit, you notice how there is this sort of warping going on the texture, and I think no matter how much I line it up, that's not going to resolve. So now I am trying to do stuff like this.
What's up, guys? It's Brad from Light Architect.
Say what? Did he just do something cool?
And then to visibility, I can turn on their camera rays, and you can see that we've actually just projected the image of the alleyway from our video onto some very basic geometry in our scene here. And then we've made the material for that geometry under our material settings an emission material so that these planes are actually lighting our scene. And that's how we can get the reflections on our sphere here as our camera moves through the alleyway without having a very detailed HDRI. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete our alleyway here so we can start sort of from scratch. I'll go ahead and delete our building projection as well. And now all we have here is our ground plane in our background shadow catcher layer, which if you follow that 3D tracking tutorial, this background layer will be set up for you. But that's not really important for this projection tutorial. But I'm going to go.
This is a slightly different thing. This is getting the stuff to match the video. Well, let's keep going.
Go ahead and recreate the geometry in our scene here.
Hello.
And then project an image from our video onto it to show you this process. So first I'll go ahead and select our camera. I'll go ahead and turn on the motion tracking data. And that's just so we can see the points in our footage here and just get a general idea of how to line up our alleyway geometry here. And I'll go ahead and press Shift A. I'll add a plane. And we're going to first create just the alleyway on the right side here. So I'll just rotate this on the x-axis. I'll press R, X, and then 90.
He's come for pets.
I'll go to viewpoint camera, and I'll just drag this up here, press SX, scale it up on the x-axis, and I'm just going to try to kind of roughly match our geometry here. So scale it up a bit, something like that. Maybe move it over a little bit. As you can see here from our motion tracking data points, we got to rotate it a little bit. And you can be.
I think this is different. Let's Ian Hubert camera projection mapping.
Building buildings. Import a picture of a building as a plane. If you don't have that add-on activated, activate it. In edit mode, start adding edge loops using Control-R. Add them anywhere that could be an edge. Make sure correct UVs is activated or it's going to drag the texture around. I recommend spending some extra time on the window frames since they'll probably be a high contrast area. Tap G twice to slide edge loops if you need to. Alright, select all the faces you want to stick out and extrude them out. Select all the faces you want to stick in and extrude them in. Then select all the window panes and nudge them a little bit too. Now, with the window pane selected, create a duplicate of the building material. Make it windows. Hit Assign. In the shader editor, you can make them glossy, maybe mix in a little diffuse, but if you want to have some real fun, mix a glossy with transparent. Let's put a little room back there. I just used a box with an emission texture on it. Let's use this random one I took of my friend's apartment back in 2008. That's not weird. A little bit of copying and pasting, you've got yourself a little scene. Now if you want, you can just add some more details, maybe model the inside of a room if you're feeling crazy. Keep it low poly, you can copy paste an entire city. It's really useful.
Cool. Not what we wanted, but cool. That was cool. I've lost you guys. What you doing? I'm trying to figure out how to projection map a good. Projection map a good. If I go back.
What's up, guys? It's Brad from Light Architect here. In this
Can you
short
do anything?
camera projection, shot
Make it
into our
good.
scene, and I've done a go to edge, subdivide, and then I'll just subdivide this maybe 10 times, and then I'll go back to object mode. I'll do the same thing for our building in the background here. Go to edit mode, go to subdivide, and subdivide it to 10. And we can probably get away with less, but that should be pretty good. That's just going to give enough detail on the geometry to actually project our image onto it. So now we'll go back to
Okay, so
camera
he
view,
does do the
and it's time
subdivide
to set
thing
up
that I
our
was
projection.
noticing.
So first we'll go ahead and select our alleyway. I'll go and add a new material in our material tab, and we'll use an emission shader. In the screenshot at the make sure the projection will match up with our live action shot, and then I'll just go into edit mode, then I'll press U, and then I'll click project from view, and now we'll switch our vector to UV. And now if we go to rendered view, you can see that we've actually projected that image from the camera onto our alleyway geometry in the scene. And as you can see, it looks really bad if you view it from an angle other than the camera, but if your perspective doesn't change very much as you're moving throughout the shot, this is pretty good for recreating your lighting. Obviously, if you have pictures of your live action environment, you can recreate the environment even better, but a lot of the times, like I said, I don't have those pictures and I'm trying to recreate the environment from the video. Is select our building in the background. I'll use that same alleyway slash building projection material that we've created, and as you can see here, it's not projected properly, and that's just because.
Did I read your Chrome mail? No, I did not see it. India woke up. Oh, never mind. She's still asleep. I have read it now.
As we haven't UV unwrapped it yet, so I'll go ahead and move to edit mode really quick, and while all of our vertices are selected here, I'll press U and then project from view again. And now as you can see here, we have our image projected onto this plane here, and it's helping to light our emission cube as well. And you can see that there's some purple reflections on our sphere, and that's just because I've already projected onto our ground plane here, and we just renamed that file as you saw me do earlier, and now Blender is having trouble finding it, so I'll just go ahead and select it and then go here and select our proper image file. And now as you can see here, looking much better. Now as you can see here, our sphere here is looking pretty good. However, we obviously don't want to see the actual projected environment in the render of our shot. So what we can do here is we can select our alleyway projection. We can go to object properties here, and then we'll just turn off the camera ray visibility, and then we'll select our background building, turn off the camera ray visibility as well. And now what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to use these projection maps to light the CG object that we're going to add to the scene, but the camera is not going to actually render that projection. So super helpful in lighting your scene. Also for this specific shot, to create the sky here in the middle of our alleyway, I've just found an HDRI with a similar looking sky to our live action shot, and I've imported that into our environment world settings.
Very cool. Not what we want, I guess, but very cool.
In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take any image, in this case we're going to be using this one right here, and we're going to take it and turn it into a photorealistic 3D scene. So we're going from photo to something with depth. And the technique we're going to be using is very popular. It's called camera mapping. Some people call it projection mapping. And the basic idea is we need two things. We need a camera that pretty much matches the camera this photo is taken with, so the perspective and the views lined up. And the second thing is we need the geometry of the scene. So in this case, we need a floor plane, we need 3 walls, and we also need a ceiling. So in this case, it's super easy because it's just a giant box. So we need our camera and our box. And the first thing we do is we do the camera alignment. And you can do this in Blender right away. However, it's very difficult to tweak and get it to look like it was taken from the correct angle. So the best way to do it is there is a free program. The link will be in the description. It's called FSpy or FSPI. I really don't know how to pronounce it. So you download this free program and also a free add-on for Blender so you can import the files from FSPI, which is what I'm going to call it from now on.
That's going to be
once
useful
you download
later,
it,
I
link in
think.
the description, we're going to open it here. And then what we need to do is bring this photo into FSPI. I really hope that's right. What we do is we take this ceiling photo, we bring it in.
This, I remember
Okay,
this.
so
I've
here
used
is
this.
our interface. First thing you might notice is that everything may or may not look super dark. If it does, just go to dim image and disable this so we can actually see what we're doing.
I think what he does is he lines up all the perspective like things to match what he's seeing here. So we'll skip ahead. We'll skip ahead until he's done that.
Once you're happy with this, go to File, Save As, and then we're just going to name it, in this case, Camera Map. And then later,
Yeah, this is the part
once we're happy to move it back to where it was, and then G, Z to bring it up. And that should be lining up pretty well. You can see there's a bit of error here, but we can always fix that later. Make sure you line this up to the best of your ability. Okay, so this is pretty good. We're going to select 2 edges, this one, and click F to fill in our ceiling. And then the last thing we need to do is select this edge, let's actually exit out of camera, this one, and then just bring them back a bit. Okay, so we have reconstructed our scene. Pretty easy. So now let's actually project our textures onto it.
Okay, this is the part that might be useful to
Object
us.
mode, go to shading. I'm going to make a new material, and we don't actually need any principled BSDF or any shaders at all, really. We're just going to import a raw image into the surface here, but you can also add shading if you want. So Shift-A, go to Texture, Image Texture, and plug this in here. And then all we have to do is put in our photo.
That actually, if you don't need the shade list, and you can just do that straight to that.
Navigate and find
that's new to me.
There we go, and you see that everything is looking really messed up. But what we need to do is project this texture from the perspective of this camera. And there's a couple ways to do that, but my favorite way is as follows. So let me go into rendered view. So select your geometry. I'm just going to call this, I'll call it room. So select your room object, and then what we're going to do is go to modifiers, and then we're going to add a UV project, which is exactly what we want. So we need to click a couple things. First of all, we need a UV map. I'm just going to use the default one. We need our projector, where it's going to project from, and that's being this camera. So select your camera, and you already see it's looking a lot better. Still really distorted, but a lot better. First thing we need to do is this aspect right here. This is assuming it's a 1:1 image, which it's not. It's not like 100 by 100 or 1500 by 1500. We actually need to calculate this aspect, but that's super easy. We're going to go to our photo and go to the properties. And you see here it's 3264 by 2448. I'm just going to open up a calculator. And all you do is divide these two numbers. So 3264 divided by 2448. So our aspect ratio is 1.3 repeated. So we're just going to type in here let's do 4 threes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so already looking better, but still some heavy distortion. And basically the trick here is our UV project modifier depends on how much geometry we have. So here we only have, let's see, we only have 5 faces. So to get this to be more accurate, we need to add more geometry without changing the shape of this. So that basically means we need to
Adding geometry
subdivide.
seems
So
to
we're
be
going
the,
to add a
the
modifier,
fix.
add a subsurf, and we're just going to bring this up. But you see it's actually changing the shape. But this looks kind of cool actually. But if you don't want this, just change this to simple mode, like that. And then you can bring this up and you see the distortions going down. Let me just bring this back down so you can see. This is original, and then bring that up. There we go. And you want to make sure that your modifier stacks in the right order. Moving this up is
Okay, let's do those steps. This is just, yeah, pretty cool. Let's do it. Sorry for bearing with me. I hope some of this is interesting, at least to y'all. Okay, step 1. Alright, let's remove a lot of the geometry that I did without subsurface. Dissolve edges. Dissolve edges. Dissolve edges. Cool. Okay. Aspect. Okay. Image size. Pixels. So what was it? 5040 divided by 3360. Oh, that's cool. It's 1.5. Cancel. Scale on the X is 1.5. Cool. Now I'm wondering if this is a UV projection from the camera and the camera am I being a dumb, and is it gonna if the let's just check whether this, when the camera moves, is it gonna move the texture, because we kind of don't want that. Oh buddy. Oh snap. No, not what we want. No, not what we want. I thought as much. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Instead then, what happened here? Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Okay, we need at least this. Right. Modifiers. We need this. Cool. Awesome. Great. Amazing. Subdivision surface. Yeah. Cool. Boom. Haha. And we learned some stuff along the way. You guys have just witnessed the roundabout way that I learn how to do stuff. Ask a Google question, watch a bunch of videos that seem semi-related, pick and choose the things that seem okay, apply one of them, break it, try something else. Done. The benefit of having the subsurface thing creating the extra geometry is that we still keep the simple one, but it thinks that it is whoa, can I not see the geometry? But I could see the geometry. Alright, well, yeah, it thinks it's way more smooth than it is. I don't know how to see it without, but yeah, it's got like 5 times the geometry. Hello. More t equals more good. Cool. Now we have a slick ass corridor with which to project our coolness. Bangarang, reveal bangarang. Amazing. Might have to make this image bigger. Yeah, gonna have to make the image bigger. And also, this light is not even. I think the corridor is supposed to be like thinner anyway. Cool. Okay, that's that part done. Swish. Oh, thank you, Benevolent. I'm hoping this is like cool and useful and stuff. Okay, so I might use traditional like texture mapping for stuff that's there, and I think what we're seeing is like we need way more ceiling than what we have, because we see all of this and all of this for this to work. So yeah, image size, relative 3000, 3000. Okay. Trying to work out if it's worth. Yeah, it's probably worth it. It's just kind of paranoid. Because like painting all this extra detail, but I could just have painted like sides. We're learning stuff. We're learning stuff. It'll hopefully look okay, and like it's gonna be obscured by character animation as well, so hopefully it's all good. I wanted to learn this sort of stuff anyway, so. Okay, it's gonna mess up some stuff if I do this, but it's gotta be done. Yeah. Okay. Hey Kimmy, how you doing? And Kieran, hey, welcome. We're doing some Blender projection mapping type stuff. Yeah, it's went weird. Cool. Makes me wonder if I should just build the geometry like around what I see instead. Okay, would that work? No, it wouldn't. Probably wouldn't. No. Probably wouldn't work. This shit's tough. I think part of it is like this looks way narrower than it should be. Maybe it's my camera field of view. It's just like screwing with us. No, let me check it out. Nice. Doig. Nice. It's a dog only stream. Okay, I'm gonna remove big mode. It's no fun for us. Manage rewards. Big mode. It's gone. I don't like moving around slow. There we go. I'll make it better. I'll make it like big head mode instead. What's your wall looking like now? Ironoki. Like you were sticking all the post-its on one wall, weren't you? How is that going? This actually looks pretty like weird and funky and stuff, but it's nowhere near as kind of cool as like just the painting itself, annoyingly. You know, the painting itself is no too great shakes either. It's fine. You know what? You know what? You know what? I might do a thing where I just do a layer that is the corridor, and then we just add the lockers in. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. No, because I'm gonna lose the paintingness on it. Forget what I just said. I had a better idea. Feels better. That feels better. The width of the corridor there, I think. But that means that this corridor needs to come in as well. How's that gonna feel? Fuck. Fuck. if I do this? Oh, okay. How far can I push it? I kind of like that actually. Oh. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have to go with that. So how do we reconcile this and this? Can I just... Nope. Can I do this? Damn it. Can I do this? No. Shit. Or maybe I can do... I'm gonna try and cut out a section here of geometry and see if I can like in the camera turn here. Where is the camera? There. See if I can just brute force it. I'm gonna have to do... Yo! How's it going? I thought invasion meant we got raided. Are we about to get raided? Did I miss it? Kieran. Yeah, if you have a suggestion, go for it. My current thing is like, I'm just gonna like have the wall there, and then when we reach this frame, have it disappear. I think if we only got rid of H. Is this for Golden Glim? Yes, yeah, it is. So we're gonna have Midge running out here and then through here. And then there's gonna be like a camera turn here where she's looking up at one of the bully characters. Okay, so if we split this off, selection, okay, and then can I hide viewport property can't be animated. I don't necessarily have to move, hide it, I can move it. So I can have a here, have a keyframe here. So let's key all channels, keying location rotation. Why am I not seeing a key for it then? Insert keyframe. Why am I not seeing a keyframe for it then? No, not there. I want, okay, hang on, it's keying it now. I want it keyed where it is. Maybe I just have to key it here. There we go. Move the wall out. And then here, Bop. You're probably gonna see that pop. Will you see that pop? Yeah, I'm probably gonna see that pop. I might I might try a thing where if it's just one frame, maybe I can like superimpose it or something. Good night. Kurzik streaming? Really? Who won the poll though? But Kurzik's Ghosty is still here. I see you. I see you, Kurzik. What if Julia won? What if Julia... What, how many viewers does What If Julia have? We should... Because... New poll head-to-head, Kurzik versus What If Julia. Julia has 784. Like, I like reading Julia. But I want to support people who need the viewers more. But what if what if Kurzik? Nepotism overthrows democracy. Kurzik listened to your cursed curio. Onsta! Onsta! I hope you haven't been here too long that I haven't noticed. Sorry, I've had my head buried in trying to figure out how to get this to work. Onsta, your curio / Sonic drawings. They're cursed. Ah, I wasn't prepared. Oh my gosh, the crossover. I wasn't prepared. I knew you were doing it. I knew all day. I knew while I was streaming you were doing it. You've been lurking, no worries. I knew you were doing it, and then I popped on Twitter, and they were there, and I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to see them. I was prepared. I knew about them, but I wasn't ready. I saw them. I couldn't believe. There's so many iterations. I thought it was just going to be one, but it was like, boom. But what if? Boom. But what if this? Boom, boom, boom. Accept him into your heart, Doig. What does he have? Does he have a combined name? Like Kyrionic. Ugh. Even the name. Oh. Even the name is what's his name? Or is it just Kyriosonic? Sonryu. Sorry. Sorry. Sonryu. Sorryu is Sorryu is pretty good. Yeah, that's appropriate. Yep. Pal, Sorryu. Also, I showed India the clip of you where you superimpose Kiryu over the cat's eyes. that was too good. Every time you say his name, it's an apology that he exists. It's perfect. Sorry. He's sorry. It's a really good clip. I was like, oh look, you can see the eyes through the. Wait, no. What is Kurzik doing on the stream? Is it an art stream? Current poll, Kurzik. Yes or heck yes, heck yes, vote. There we go. Nepotism. Give us the clip. Maybe they're animating their opening thing. Animating. Support the animators. Animating. Maybe we should make an Animation Breakfast Club stream team soon. Animate our kitty. Animating the kitty. I only saw Kuma briefly this whole stream. He came and booped my head. I'll look into getting a stream team set up. You would join in a heartbeat. Yeah, Onsta, let's go. They are caring for their sick mom. Yeah, India's not feeling too good. Her dad visited and he was like, I'm not feeling that well. And then he left and India was like, I'm not feeling that well. Luckily, I didn't spend as much time with their dad. They went on a day trip. They were in a car together. I didn't do that. So I'm immune. I actually had sore bones. A little bit. I had a little bit of sore bones, but my throat is fine. He tested himself before he came and it was negative. So hopefully not. India's breathing's okay. It's just a sore throat and a cough. And general ouchies. We should maybe get tests, see if it is. But I don't think so. How do you tell? His test was negative though. And he had similar symptoms. India's doing the roosting, yes. She might have been exhausted from Sonic on Saturday. I think she already had symptoms on Saturday. Her throat was getting her on Saturday. Alright, well, we got this. We got this working a bunch. This looks good. This looks cool. We'll get the Alright, I'm gonna head off. It's been real, everybody. Is there any update on the Animata Stream Discord? I'll set that up today. I'll set it up today. I'll let you know tomorrow. Sound good? I was editing the tutorial yesterday. Woo. It's long. And there's a lot of outtakes. It's a lot to get through. Hopefully soon. Oh, cool. You finished another thumbnail. That's awesome, Pablo. Thank you. Alright, everybody. Doig out. You have a peaceful day. No violence. Be kind to one another. And may the rest of it be filled with adventure. Take care, everybody. And goodbye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Go check out Onsta's Sorry You drawings. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Why? One more to go for Deltarune Chapter 1. We'll get that up on the... Yeah, let's do it. Goodbye now. Oh, the stream's gonna go. Goodbye. I need to hit buttons.